2016 Valvoline Motorsport Ireland Forest Rally Championship in association with the following sponsors.
The destiny of the Valvoline Motorsport Ireland Forest Rally Championship reaches a crucial turning point as there are a number of titles yet to be decided. So the crews will have to face the Forest of Limerick in the penultimate round of this challenging series. Josh, you're our top seed. You're certainly one to watch out there.
Yeah, definitely. Desi's right behind us, so he's going to push us hard all day. Now, I don't know. Stages look pretty good out there, pretty tricky in places too, so hopefully we can stick ahead of Desi now.
Look, we're looking forward to it. It should be good. The weather could make things tricky today, but at the end of the day, we have to get a finish. We're not too concerned about Josh today because I don't think he's maybe in contention for the championship, but we'd still like a good race with him.
Michael, it's crunch time, the penultimate round. You could take the title.
Yeah, well, it's still possible, kind of. Now, Desi, with drop scores, will be leading it. I think he's about 6 ahead of us with drop scores, so it's still all to play for. There's 2 rounds left, so we'll just have to keep trying as hard as we can.
It's all to play for in the two-wheel drive standings too, with a number of drivers still in the running for the title.
Shane, she sounds good. How are you fixed for today?
It's hard to know. The stages seem very tricky today. On the DVD with the good weather, the stages look very fast, but I think it could be actually the opposite. I think the stage is going to end up fairly slippy. So, I don't know, we're just going to probably take a cautious approach today.
John, the two-wheel drive championship, it's going so well. You're in the lead at the moment.
Yeah, we're back in the lead again. After Cork, we had a flat wheel, and then Mickey had a burst wheel at the Lakeland, so we've chopped and changed, so we're just back in the lead again.
Mickey, you won the championship in the two-wheel drive last year. You know what it takes to win.
That's right, yeah, it doesn't be easy now, and you need a bit of luck as well. So with no luck the last day, got a puncture the last day, but sure, look, hopefully luck will be on our side today.
David, it's great to see you here. You nearly didn't make it.
Yes, my father done a rally in the car yesterday, and we're working late last night. So we got here this morning at 2 o'clock, so it's a bit frantic. But just taking a bit of time now to relax and looking forward to the stages now.
The compact event featured 3 stages: Glenstall, Foilduff and Keeper Hill, each done twice, with servicing at the halfway point in nearby Newport. Josh Moffat was quickest out of the blocks in his Ford Fiesta R5, setting 2 fastest times out of 3 with navigator Emmett Sherry. The Monaghan crew did find grip levels very inconsistent though, with some pools of standing water in places after recent heavy rain. Fellow countyman Michael Carbon had been second to Moffat after stage 1, but a puncture on stage 2 and an off-road moment on stage 3 dropped him to 6th overall, minus a windscreen wiper. Darren McKelvey moved up to 2nd overall, but with the margin to leader Moffat now at 1 minute and 16 seconds, McKelvey was more concerned with holding off the crews behind him. A stage 1 puncture and alternator issues left Desi Henry in 7th overall, but a fastest time on stage 2 saw the Antrim climb to 3rd place in the Skoda Fabia R5.
Here, flap 5 left, into flap 5 right, 80, Kieran door, 80, C lead tight 4 right, C lead tight 4 right here, into flat 6 left, 100, right over crest, and lead 4 left half long, slippy, lead 4 left half long, and 4 right, continues for 60, and opens in flat 6 left, right, continues for, and opens in flat 6 left, 200.
There was more drama with an off-road moment on stage 3, not the best of starts for Desi as he celebrated his birthday in the Limerick forests. Patrick O'Brien was also in trouble on the opener with a loss of power and a loss of brakes. He and navigator Anya McGuigan finished an eventful opening loop in 12th overall.
Left over crest and 6 right, tightens to 4 right over crest. And care short, 4 left in. 60 over the rough to fast, 4 left into straight crest.
Championship leaders going into this round, it was a disappointing rally for Ger Lucy and JJ Kremen, who retired on stage 1 with gearbox failure in their Mitsubishi Evo 8. Former champions Dermot Kelly and Greg Shinners proved they still had what it takes to be competitive in the woods and held 4th overall at the break. 5th overall and leading the two-wheel drive brigade were Shane McGurr and Aileen Kelly in the Toyota Starlet. One of their main rivals, Mickey Conlon and Kieran McPhillips, only managed 100 yards of stage 1 before retiring the MC Blinds Escort.
Mickey, you're covered in muck. I'm assuming that means you didn't have a good run.
No, stage 1, we literally got 2 notes into a chicane, and I don't know whether brakes was...
Curtains as opposed to blinds.
I suppose, yes. But foot on the brake, nothing was happening, so we ended up hitting a bale. And then that spun us into a shock, and we broke the track control arm and steering, and the boys are doing a job here. They have it sort of beat back out now with second-hand parts, but we don't think we're going back out, you know, because the chassis drove up as well.
Oh dear, disappointing.
Disappointing. But sure, look, hopefully we'll get it sorted for the Glens 3 weeks' time.
With one of his main rivals out, points leader John Gordon was content to hold 2nd in class and 7th overall, having sustained a puncture on stage 2. David Crossan wasn't happy with his morning's work and lay 27 seconds off Gordon in his similar machine. Niall Henry was 8th overall, but his run of bad luck continued when he was forced to retire his Mitsubishi Evo 10 back at service.
Niall, problems?
Yeah, halfway through stage 3, started maybe feeling the car starting to struggle a bit under load. Turned out the clutch started slipping, and the lads in service tried to bleed it and do what we could with it, but the pedal itself is just on its last lifeline, so there was no point in continuing the last loop for the car. Probably would have come to a stop, so had to pull in and for another day.
Limerick Motor Club man John Burns was 10th overall, with Brian Grant calling the notes in the Evo 8.
6 left, 170, go. 4 right, you'll see it. 80 out of it. 6 right, half long, tightens into 4 right. Wipers, 40. Turn hairpin left.
Just 8 seconds adrift in the Evo 9 were Ian Graham and Liam McIntyre. In Group N, Stephen Cullen and Seamus O'Grady had been class leaders before mechanical trouble in the Subaru Impreza forced retirement after stage 3. Taking over the class lead was Mayo crew Ed Muldoon and Mark Byrne. Just 8 seconds in arrears was the similar machine of Ashley Dixon and navigator Niall Burns.
Into 5 left. 40. 5 left long past the lay by 40. To a 5 left long, tightens 4 now, downhill, tightens to a 4 here. And 6 left. Keep the line, 40.
Let's catch up with some of the top junior crews now before they tackle the tricky Limerick gravel.
Shane, you're holding 2nd in the junior category at the moment.
Yeah, we were leading up until last day. We broke down. Dickinson's 4 points ahead of us. Driver is a point behind us, so it's all to play for now today.
James, new wheels on display here today. Talk me through it.
Yeah, we've a 206 Cup car here now. We had a little bit of an off in Enniskillen last round, and we decided we were pushing too hard in the car with no power in it, and we decided we got a bit of power, and it offered this during the week, so we're here with it now for a push.
Derek, 2 events, 1 weekend. That's dedication.
Yeah, big dedication as it is. We've done a navigation trial last night, so it started at 10:30, finished up at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, so not much sleep for today, so there isn't. But managed, I think, 2nd overall in the navigation, so hoping for a good run here today.
It's safe to say that Derek Mackerel is motorsport mad, and after the night navigation exploits on the previous evening, he and navigator Dara Hayes led the junior class after 3 stages in their Vauxhall. Over 30 seconds behind and second was the escort of Shane Keneally and Ger Connors.
Jump at logs 80. Crest only 40, slow one left, into 4 left, slippy logs. Neat. 60, fast 3 left, don't cut.
There was no joy for James Driver and Megan Conway in the new Peugeot as they retired on stage 1. Holding third in the juniors were Stephen Dixon and Tommy Hayes. The Tyrone Tipperary pairing were playing catch-up after a couple of earlier overshoots in the Fiesta R2.
To 6 left over bumps, 60 down comes up fast for tight 2 left. 60 down 2 left at the bottom. 16. For 6 left over small crest, 100.
I think at the minute we're third, where we dropped about 10 seconds in the first stage. We overshot into chicane and we had to reverse back out of it. But we had no grip on the 3 stages, so we're glad to be back in service here.
In Class 2, Stephen's brother Jason was leading the way in his Fiesta ST.
5 left, 60. 5 left again into 6 right. And 6 right plus 80. Bus stop chicane on the right. 170.
Sadly, Jason and navigator Brian Hoy slipped off the road and out of the rally on stage 3. So after 3 stages, it's Josh Moffat who holds the commanding lead at the Lions of Limerick Jaguar Land Rover Forest Rally.
The changeable weather here in Limerick is making difficult stages all the more challenging, and when there's national titles on the line, the pressure is on. Join us for more after the break.
The 2016 Valvoline Motorsport Ireland Forest Rally Championship in association with the following sponsors. Welcome back to Murroe, County Limerick for part 2 of the Lions of Limerick Jaguar Land Rover Forest Rally. Before the crews tackled the final loop of 3 stages, we caught up with the top drivers at the service area.
Josh, you are in a pace of your own. You're the man to catch.
Yeah, well, I think it's more luck than anything. Everybody there behind us is getting flat wheels, so we've had a good tidy run so far, so hopefully we can keep it up.
Darren, you're holding second place after a really tough loop.
Yeah, conditions were very difficult. We had a puncture in the first stage as well. Good run on the second stage and the third stage, but we fully expect Desi to catch us now. And if we can hold third, then we'll be happy enough.
After a troublesome opening loop, Desi Henry was in need of some cheering up on his birthday, and championship registrar Ita Doodan was only too happy to oblige.
Desi, you seem a little bit deflated. A tough loop.
Yeah, I think the suit tells the story. We got a puncture in the first stage. We don't even know how we got it. But it actually knocked off then the guard that goes round the wheel. It broke, so it meant that the alternator belt got damaged. We done the last 2 stages there with no alternator, so with no heated screen, and the one screen was messing up. So we lost quite a bit of time in the lip now.
The weather improved for the afternoon stages, although there was still the odd shower here and there, so no major improvement on surface conditions. Josh Moffat and Emmett Sherry were in cruise control and not taking any undue risks. Second quickest on stages 4 and 5, their lead was now 1 minute 13 seconds. quickest through those two stages were Desi Henry and Liam Moynihan, who climbed to second overall in the Skoda Fabia R5.
40 down. Lap 5 right opens half long, 60. Lap 5 right, 30. Then C-sharp 4 right plus opens, 30 only now. C-sharp 4 right plus opens, 30 then. Lap 5 right continues 100 over bumps, C times to 4. C times to 4, come back now 4. 130 down over bumps and a big stop, one left at the bottom. Hard to get stopped for this. Hard to get stopped down here, the car off here last time. One left at the bottom.
Darren McKelvey had predicted that his Mitsubishi wouldn't have the legs to keep Henry's Skoda at bay and slipped to third with navigator Graham Henderson. Patrick O'Brien's troubled drive came to an end with mechanical trouble on stage 4. There was disappointment also for Michael Carbon, who retired from 6th place on the very same stage. Despite a starlet suffering a misfire, Shane McGurr actually gained a place to hold 4th overall after stage 5. Also gaining a place to hold 6th overall was John Gordon, who had upgraded his Escort from Class 12 to Class 13 for this event. Despite puncturing on stage 4, David Crossan held 3rd in class and 7th overall after 5 stages. Onto the final stage and to the various class battles now. And in Class 4, Ashley Dixon and Niall Burns took the runner-up spot and finished 12th overall. But taking the Group N win by just 3 seconds in the end were Ed Muldoon and Mark Byrne, who finished 10th overall, and lie just a point off Stephen Cullen going into the final round. In Class 9, Jared Hyland and Niall McGoharan took the runner-up spot in their Mark II Escort. Colin Kearns and Terence McCabe won the class and finished 21st overall. In Class 10, Joe Stanley and Paul Dowling came 3rd in their Peugeot 205. Former Class 10 champion Mike Garrahy took the runner-up spot and finished 14th overall with navigator Sean Hennihan. 13th overall and winners of Class 10 were Tom Murphy and John Lynch.
Goldenus 250 up mid, short 3 left at the stump, 80 up mid, and you have 80 to a turn square right at the top. It's your 3 left and you have 80. Tidy here now, square right at the top, 40.
Adrian Beattie and Declan Ryan kept themselves in contention for the Class 11F title with the runner-up spot in Limerick.
And 2 right over dip, and 2 left into 1 right, and 5 left uphill past lugs. Neat, 2nd gear.
Class winners Barry Mahan and Ulton McGowan extended their lead to 3 points with 1 round to go.
Max 170, the right max 170 rough downhill. 5 left, 80 chicane. 5 left here, 80 chicane, left hand entry. 3 bales. 60, up, right, first gear, let's go. 60, 60, the long 4 right, long 4 right here.
Sean Benskin and Nicky Haggerty kept their Class 12 title hopes alive with a 4th place in Limerick. David Fitzsimons finished 20 seconds ahead, up in 3rd. A further 15 seconds ahead in 2nd were Tony McKenna and Jonathan Dinsmore. Ray Benskin and Patter Walsh won Class 12 and finished 20th overall. Damien McGowan and Billy Shealy in the BMW 320 had a small off from stage 2, losing considerable time, but managed to claim 4th in Class 13. David Crossan and Chris McSherry took 3rd in Class 13 and finished 8th overall in the Mark II Escort. John Gordon and Thomas Wedlock finished 6th overall and 2nd in class, which leaves them just 1 point ahead of Shane McGurr in the hunt for the two-wheel drive title. McGurr won the class and finished 4th overall, with Aileen Kelly navigating for the first time in the Toyota Starlet.
Shane, home first in the two-wheel drive category. Congratulations.
Yeah, delighted to get it again. Aileen's first time sitting with me, and fantastic job on the notes. She jumped in there, and I think she was in a lifetime.
In Class 15, Porrick Sheridan and Sean Brunton recovered from early mechanical trouble to take 2nd in class in the Escort Cosworth. Brecken McBreen and Breen McNamee won Class 15 and finished 25th overall in the Subaru Impreza. There was drama on the final loop in Class 16, the juniors, where Stephen Dixon endured a time-consuming spin before finishing 3rd in class and 19th overall.
For 6 left, half long, tightens to 2. 6 left, half long, tightens to 2. Yeah, 30.
Shane Keneally kept his cool across the afternoon stages to claim 2nd in class and 16th overall.
Don't cut at the logs, and 2 right over dip and 2 left. Into 1 right, 5 left, uphill. Neat. And 1 right and 1 left.
But taking the junior win by almost a minute and a half were Derek Mackerel and Dara Hayes, finishing 11th overall and setting up a 3-way tussle for the junior title at the final round in Antrim.
Derek, home in first place, you must be delighted.
Yeah, good results. It was all went well for me, and finally got the run I was looking for, so it is all year.
In Class 20, Cahan McCourt and Caelan McKenna took 6th place and finished 26th overall. 5th in Class 20 and 17th overall went to Mark and Aoife Murphy. 20 seconds ahead and 15th were Alan and George Shinners, who took 4th in class. Ian Graham and Liam McIntyre took 3rd in Class 20 and finished 9th overall. Local man John Burns took the runner-up spot in class and finished 7th overall with navigator Brian Grant. Former champions Dermot Kelly and Greg Shinners took the Class 20 trophy and finished a fine 5th overall on their rally comeback. To the overall podium finishers now were Darren McKelvey and Graham Henderson took 3rd in their Mitsubishi. Setting 3 fastest times in a row, Desi Henry turned around a disappointing opening loop to celebrate his birthday with the runner-up spot with navigator Liam Moynihan. Having opened up a healthy lead early on, Josh Moffat and Emma Cherry cruised to victory in the Fiesta R5. It was Josh's 2nd win in a row as the Monaghan man found some good form towards the end of the rallying season.
It's been a great day for us. No big dramas, and definitely over the moon to get to the end now.
Incredibly tough stages out there.
Yeah, definitely, like mucky and slippy in different conditions, and it's just been unbelievable, like really good to get through them.
But with his rivals failing to finish, Desi Henry was the real winner back in Limerick as he climbed to the top of the points table with 1 round to go.
Desi home in 2nd place. The championship is going to go down to the Glen of Antrim.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it now. You say it's good for a championship to get 2nd today. It's just a pity we couldn't get 1st. But look, it was a puncture and we could have done nothing about it. But no, it's good and we're happy to get to the finish.
So there's confirmation of the results at the Lions of Limerick Jaguar Land Rover Forest Rally. And with the best 5 scores out of 7 rounds to count, the final round at the Glens of Antrim is where it will all be decided.
Well, Josh Moffat takes the top spot here in Limerick, but to crown our 2016 Valvoline Motorsport Ireland Forest Champion, we will have to go to Glens of Antrim. But do join us then, you won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, we'll see you then.